Are you seeing really low engagement on your Instagram account? You might have a dead account. A dead account is essentially when you are seeing really low engagement, lower than the average, and it might mean that your account is essentially dead and it might be best to start over. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts in this video on if you should start a new Instagram account or try to revive your dead old account. So like I already alluded to, having a dead account is essentially when you have really poor engagement, which is lower than the 1 to 3% average engagement rate that most people will see on Instagram on their posts. So this means that maybe over the course of the last 9 posts that you've posted on Instagram, you're seeing less than a 1% engagement rate. So like if you have 1,000 followers, a 1% engagement rate would be 10 like pieces of engagement. So including likes, comments, saves, shares, etc. So maybe you're getting like 2 likes, right? I would consider that a very low engagement rate if you have 1,000 followers on your account. So why could this be happening? There's really a lot of different reasons. You could have essentially what is a dead account, but some of the biggest reasons that it can happen is 1, you bought fake followers, which we'll talk about here in a second, but that is a big reason why your account could essentially be dead, having really low engagement, because the followers you bought aren't engaging with your content, right? Another reason is maybe you started attracting the wrong type of followers who really have no interest in the rest of your content because of one random reel that went viral or something along those lines. You could also have pivoted your content really quickly and you didn't do a good job of bringing your audience along on the journey, and so now they're really confused about who you are and just aren't interested in your new content. Another reason you could have more of like a dead account is that you simply have been ghosting your followers for a really long time and you're seeing a really low engagement rate because your followers just aren't very engaged. Even if they are the right type of followers, they're not used to seeing content from you and engaging with you, and so they're just not used to being engaged and having your content seen in their feed. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts on a few of those different scenarios and whether you should just scratch the account and delete it and start over, or if you should try to at least revive it and then see what happens. First of all, if you bought fake followers, you're just gonna wanna restart your account. There's really no point in trying to revive it because there's no followers there that are actual real followers. Like those are all fake people. And so you wanna make sure that the followers who are following you are real people and that they're potentially can be engaged with your content. And if you bought fake followers, that's just not going to happen. So if I was in that situation, I think you'd be better off just starting a brand new account from scratch and not worrying about trying to revive your dead account. If you didn't buy followers, so maybe you're in the camp of you've just been ghosting your followers for a long time and you're trying to re-engage them, maybe you pivoted your content really quickly, or your followers are just simply like they are the right people, but they just aren't engaged with your brand right now, I would really recommend trying to re-engage your account before starting from scratch, okay? So this looks like re-engaging your community, right? So we talk a lot on this account as a whole of different strategies that you can use to grow your Instagram account, and some things you can do are simply obviously posting consistently again, like actually show up for your community. If you don't show up for them, how will you expect them to show up for you and engage with your content? So make sure that you're actually posting consistently. This means on your stories and feed posts primarily, and sharing valuable content on the platform in those different ways. So whether it's more of a peek of your day-to-day life and off-the-cuff raw content and stories, or whether it is feed posts that are giving value to your ideal follower, make sure you're just showing up for them, right? And with the content that you are sharing, I would really recommend that you focus on warm content. So this is content that is going to like be pushed more to your followers instead of just trying to reach new followers. So before we want to get like a ton of new followers coming in, we really want to focus on engaging the followers that we do have and doing a good job at that. So once we've built those routines and rhythms with them, not only is our engagement going up, but the new followers that come in are going to be served really well by the things we are doing on our Instagram account. So warm content typically looks more like posting photo posts, carousels, stories, lives. Those things are really going to help drive interaction and community with the people who already follow you, versus things like reels and other collaborations with other creators are really going to help to get you in front of new people. So I know that you can't do those, but I would focus a lot more on re-engaging your current audience and really making that a focus for the next 2 to 3 months before moving on and increasing your increasing what type of content you are creating, like expanding what types of content is in your strategy. So I would focus on doing those things for the next 3 months and then see what happens. If you want a little bit more on what to post on Instagram for the next 30 days, like in that first month, you want an exact roadmap on what you should be posting, what are the right ideas, how often you should be posting, how to create highly engaged followers. We actually have a free live Instagram class coming out really soon. So if you're watching this before March 30th, we have 3 dates that we are having live recordings. So I'll be sitting right here at my desk and chatting with you guys about this exact topic. And so if you want to know more about that, the link will be in the description. We're also after April 1st, which is the last date that we have available. If it's after April 1st of 2023 and you're watching this video, you can also catch the on-demand replay at the exact same link. So be sure to head down there regardless if you're interested in tuning in. So basically, post for those 3 months. It's probably going to take some time to re-engage your audience, right? Like if you haven't been posting consistently, or if you're trying to re-engage your followers, it's going to take a little bit of time in showing up for them. But I think 3 months is a really good mark where then you can step back and say, okay, is this working? Is it not working? If it's working, great. Obviously go with it. Like keep growing on your Instagram, keep engaging those followers. And then I might even, if you have done a really good job re-engaging those followers, then you can shift your content a little bit to incorporate more reels and more content that's going to reach non-followers and potentially gain them and make them into followers of your account. But after those 3 months, if you step back and you're like, wow, this is not working, I'm still having a less than 1% engagement rate, it might be time to just start from scratch. And while that can be really discouraging, you can actually see a lot of engagement up front and a good boost of engagement right when you start a new account. And especially if you did a really good job honing in on your niche, who you are, who you serve, showing up for your people, posting consistently. Again, it will still take time to grow that engagement and that following, right? But you're growing it with the right people. And that makes a really big difference when you're trying to grow your Instagram account, because it's not all about just the number of followers that you have. And remember, every person who follows you, it's a person on the other side of the screen who are genuinely interested in you and your content. And so keeping that in mind, and that the quality of the follower matters just as much, if not more, than the number of followers that you have. And if you want more help with how to grow on Instagram, first of all, watch that free Instagram class on what to post for the next 30 days. I think it's going to be really helpful for you and giving you just a really good head start in this next month. Also subscribe to this channel because we upload new videos every single Tuesday at 12 p.m. Eastern. And we talk a lot about content creation, growing your brand online, especially Instagram around here. So be sure to stick around so that you can stay up to date on every new video, especially with Instagram and how much they like to change so many things on their platform so frequently. There's so many videos we can do all of the time and providing you guys good updates on what's going on the app. And so be sure to subscribe, hit the like button if this video is really helpful for you. Seriously, it helps so much in getting this video out to more people so more people can learn this. And if you have any questions, as always, feel free to drop a comment below. We're here for you guys and we want to be as helpful as possible, especially in helping you achieve your Instagram goals. So I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye guys.